प्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
Why should I pray? People ask this question. The short answer is your choice. But if you seriously think about why people really pray, there are many reasons. Lord Krishna combines them into 4 groups. Artho, Jignasu, Artharthi, Jnani cha Bharatarshava. Of the 4 types of bhaktas that Bhagavan talks about, we will focus on one. The one who prays because he's in a difficult situation and wants to get out of it. Take an example. Have you ever known somebody who's let out a house and the tenant refuses to vacate? He has lots of reasons why he doesn't want to vacate. What can you do? You try your best. You go to him, try to persuade him. You try to threaten him. But he's got logic for saying, no, I have this problem, I have that problem. It can be very frustrating. Then what do you do? In a situation like this is typically the kind of situation that I'm talking about, where if Bhagavan, one goes to pray saying, I'm in this difficult situation, please help me. But before going to Bhagavan, what do? You go to somebody who has more power than you or more knowledge than you. So maybe you want to go to the lawyer, a good lawyer who handles such cases, and request him to help because he knows more than you do. Or you go to a ruffian, a gunda, and tell him to ask this fellow to vacate. Force that fellow to vacate. It may work, it may not work. In fact, it may work too well. He might get that fellow out and go and sit there himself. That's it. Your house is gone for good. But suppose that also doesn't work. Then what do? You have available to you, accessible to you, that one entity who is all knowledge, all power. You can call it what you want. You can approach that entity. You can pray to that entity. That prayer is an action. And the very fact that you are acting, trying to solve the problem, relieves you. You don't get into depression, you don't get into a state of helplessness because you're doing something about it. That prayer, just this one example, will tell us how it can be extremely powerful for one to not get into frustrating, helpless situation. That is prayer. Here is a simple example which tells you the benefit of praying. We know that there is some form of Ishvara, whatever name you want to give it, that exists, all power, all knowledge, and is available to us. So you decide. You want to pray and not get into situations of frustration, or you want to struggle with all the frustrations and the helplessness that one feels many times in life. The simple answer to that question would be, you choose, but choose wisely. I hope this has answered the question which may be in some people's minds about why one should pray. That prayer is such an important part of one's life. If one understands that and helps, one's own life becomes smoother and easier.